Meredith.
Mr. Collins.
Week 7.
I know, time's flying, isn't it?
Oh, it's like, hold on.
We're almost there.
We're almost there. So, Mr. Meredith, this is really important.
Yeah.
At Belmont Park, we manage our time effectively.
Oh, that is a big one at the moment. It is week 7. It's crunch time. Assignments are due next week.
Yes.
In-class research, tests are happening. Our seniors are finishing up. Our year 10s are finishing up. Year 7, 8, 9 have still got this stuff going. It's just a hive of activity at the moment.
Oh, yes. And you know what? I've seen it in the literature around the school. It says a year's worth of effort for a year's worth of growth.
And we've almost had that year.
Yes.
It's been a big year, so we've got to put in that effort, and we need to really be careful around what we're doing with our time, particularly at the end of the year. We're all a little bit tired, but we still need to make sure we're putting in that effective effort.
So give us some clues. What can we do to manage our time effectively?
My favourite is writing a list.
Yes.
And triaging what needs to get done.
Yes.
So putting the stuff which is due the soonest at the top of the list, going, I need to do that, need to do that. And maybe the stuff which is smaller or not as in-depth, like a research assignment might take a few weeks, so I'll put that up there. But a test, I can study for that for a week before. It gives me that opportunity to go, these are the things I need to do, and these are my priorities.
Yeah, a list really works well for me. Another thing that I find is that in managing my time, get enough sleep.
We tend to burn the oil, the midnight oil and the candle at both ends, all those analogies, and we talk about that. But with our seniors, a lot of them are working in jobs and they're doing night shift and they're going home and studying. And a lot of our kids as well will do some babysitting to look after the younger siblings, and they have to look after them and then do their work later. So it's really about prioritizing that downtime. Do you really need to spend 4 hours playing the video game? Yeah. Or can you have an hour worth of downtime after school and then spend those 3 hours more effectively? You got to find that balance because it's crunch time, guys.
Yeah, and they say about having a balance, but this is a time when you're going to be a little bit unbalanced.
Yeah.
You've got to realize that you might have to study a little bit harder than normal, but it's only for a short period of time.
Absolutely, the next 2 or 3 weeks, and then
it's over.
Absolutely.
Also, crashing or cramming in for an exam. Is that wise?
No, I see sometimes kids open books up and they look at the page and they try and waft that knowledge in. I mean, you can't do it like that. So, it's about progressive study throughout the term. So if you've got 3 weeks left and 3 weeks worth of assignments, focus on it, manage that time, and make sure that you can study effectively for it.
So, Mr. Meredith, I went to go and speak to some students, some wise ones in the school.
Nice.
Let's have a look what they said.
Sounds like a plan.
How do you manage your time effectively?
I usually just try to focus on studying a lot. If there's stuff I don't need to do, I'll probably just focus on studying instead,
Good job. And you, Tristan?
I usually just cut down my playing time a bit because I usually play a lot. When I get home, I just cut it down and focus on studying.
Fantastic. Thank you for your advice, boys. Wasn't that good?
It was good.
See, well, they are wise.
They are always wise, and it's really nice that we've got a nice big breadth of our student body that are willing to show those skills that they've learned at their time here at Belmont Park.
And I particularly chose people that are good at managing their time.
Yeah.
Because they can pass that knowledge on.
And it needs to be shared. So thank you guys. We really appreciate the hot tips.
And another thing, Mr. Meredith, I've given out to all the Pathways teachers a list for those people who don't want to cash in for a prize.
Yeah.
But are really keen on going to Dreamworld.
Oh, that is a big prize. Now, if I'm correct in my understanding, it's 300 stamps.
300 stamps. I have to have a record of it. So whether you have cashed it in at the table to get a prize, or you hand your stamps in to your Pathways teacher and they give that information to me, either way it works. But I need that information to invite you to Dreamworld.
It's a pretty cool trip, and I've seen Mr. Collins, he loves those big scary rides. I've seen him going around, and he has a lovely shade of green.
I'm vomit city when I go to that place. It's terrible.
But it is an amazing opportunity, guys. So make sure you cash in those 300 stamps.
Yeah.
And make sure your teachers sign you off.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll have the list out so everybody knows where they're at.
Excellent. Well, as always, guys,
don't forget to
like and subscribe. New videos every week. We're on Assembly. We're in Pathways. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Wherever you can find us, make sure you hunt us down. Until next week, guys.
See you later. Bye-bye.
See ya.